Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, your main man, your boy, Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn, because on this channel, we don't say thank you, Al Heyman. A lot of channels say thank you, Al Heyman. We don't say that on this channel. We have some damn sets. We say thank you, Eddie Hearn, for what he keeps doing for boxing, for the great fights he's putting on for boxing. And, Eddie Hearn basically just coming out, and he's responding to Deontay the Bronze Bomb Wilder. Basically, if you guys remember, in the build-up to the Luis Ortiz Deontay Wilder fight, there was a lot of questions asked by Anthony Joshua, many of which were asked to Deontay Wilder. Wilder actually had an interview with Radio Raheem where he said that Eddie Hearn is just another white man milking a brother, and he made it a racial thing, right? So here's what Eddie Hearn said in response to that. We're going to get into the quotes. All right, so we'll reread Wilder's quote again. Wilder, back in the interview, said, I quote, "He's just another white man milking a brother, period. I don't have no filter. That's why people love me," end quote. That was what Wilder said. He then went on, Eddie Hearn recently said, as well, in response to that, this is how he responded to that ridiculous thing by Wilder. He said, I quote, "It's outrageous, really. I like some fighters' comments, specifically Ishe Smith, who came out and said, if making $20 million a fight is being milked, please come and milk me. I work for Anthony Joshua. Deontay Wilder pays considerably more percentages to a team of people to promote him, to manage him, and advise him than Anthony Joshua does. And Anthony Joshua earns 10 times more than what Deontay makes in one fight, per fight. Deontay Wilder needs some help. He needs some help from a real promoter. How is Deontay Wilder not a star? How is Deontay Wilder earning such little amount of money? He is a WBC champion. He is a massive personality. He is a really good fighter. He looks the part. He talks the part. He's the ultimate package. And yet still, his popularity level is very low. And he's making very tiny money for the world champion boxing at that level. So he needs some milking." End quote. Eddie Hearn delivering the knockout blow, as we would say here on True School Sports. Like, that was putting someone in their place. Deontay Wilder, shooting his damn mouth off, talking out of his ass, really when it comes to, as far as boxing and knocking dudes out, great at that. But as far as talking about the business of boxing, knowing the business of boxing, he don't know, as my dad would say, shout out to my dad, he don't know his hand from his ass. So with that being said, it's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous because, he's right, think about it. And, Deontay Wilder has to pay Al Heyman. He's got to pay Lou DiBella. He's got to pay Shelley Finkel. And probably other people, his trainer JD's. He's got to pay Mark Brilliant. That's 5 people right there. I just named you. So Al Heyman, Lou DiBella, JD's his trainer, Shelley Finkel, and I forgot the other one. But I named you guys 5. And Mark Brilliant as well. So I named you guys 5 people he's got to pay out the top, and that's not factoring anybody else he may have to pay. So Eddie Hearn has a great point, man. Like, Deontay Wilder's talking about, Eddie Hearn's another white man milking a brother, but last time I checked, we got Anthony Joshua, massive star in the UK. Anthony Joshua, probably a bigger star in Wilder's own country than Wilder is, okay? So Anthony Joshua's making moves. Anthony Joshua's going to be fighting in his, 4th consecutive, at least 3rd consecutive sellout of 80,000 or more tickets sold. I mean, that's a big deal. And mind you, he's doing that in 20 less fights or so. And the big difference in that is marketing and promotion. You guys may remember I made a video about Vasyl Lomachenko and how he's on the verge of signing a big deal with Reebok. Okay, that's marketing and promotion. And the marketing and promotion side for Anthony Joshua far surpasses what Deontay Wilder has had to do for himself. Now, and I've said Deontay Wilder isn't the star he could be because of the simple fact that he doesn't have a team behind, a real team. He's got Al Heyman, who, I don't want to really curse. I won't curse, but he doesn't do anything. He does nothing. He twiddles his thumbs, and he's probably sitting on a river somewhere in Ohio doing nothing. That Al Heyman is obsolete. Al Heyman is just playing the background. He doesn't do anything for his fighters, okay? And that's why all of his fighters, they might get paid a big lump sum of money, but none of his fighters are well known, and none of his fighters are getting many opportunities outside of boxing, which is why Deontay Wilder has had to do all the promoting. And granted, we give Wilder credit here on True School Sports. Like, Deontay Wilder has done a good job promoting himself, making himself a good name, granted, considering what he's had to work behind him. But the fact of the matter is, he could be a lot bigger than he is now. And a lot of that is, first of all, poor matchmaking. Okay, that's number one. And number two, it's also the fact that he doesn't have a real promoter behind him. So Eddie Hearn had to, slap him up verbally and put that man in his place because he made a really racially charged statement that a lot of people didn't get mad about. A lot of the racial channels, people in YouTube bots community didn't get mad about. And that's what it is, man. Like, come on. The guy, you got to give Eddie Hearn credit. You got to give Joshua credit. And he made a good point. He made a great point. Sure, Deontay Wilder has no filter and speaks his mind. That's fine. Some people love him. Not everybody loves Deontay Wilder. I like watching him fight, but as far as him outside the ring, he's entertaining at times, but he can be a little bit annoying because he seems delusional when it comes to the business of boxing. Eddie Hearn is right. The dude's paying like 5 or 6 people, as to where Josh was only paying what, 2, maybe 3. Eddie Hearn, he pays Eddie Hearn and Rob McCracken as head trainer, and then maybe a manager that I don't really know the name of. But other than that, he ain't really paying what Deontay Wilder's paying. So I really don't care about the guy's money, but when it comes to the sport of boxing, you gotta talk about the business side of it, and it's really relevant. And Eddie Hearn letting Deontay Wilder know what's up. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Eddie Hearn pretty much letting Deontay Wilder know, putting him in his place, saying, "Hey, look, you call it milking a brother." But Ishe Smith, a fellow brother, said that I would like to be milked. I would like to take $20 million a fight because that's what Anthony Joshua is commanding. He's not getting that. He's commanding that because of the market value, what people are willing to pay to watch this man fight. And a lot of that you got to attribute to Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn being able to have the right network deals in place. Eddie Hearn being able to get this man endorsement deals with Under Armour and things like that. These things play a role into how big of a star you become just beyond outside of the realms of boxing, and that's what it is. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about this whole situation, what Eddie Hearn had to say. Take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single video, you can love me, you can hate me, but I'm just giving Dane. So until next time, take care, guys.